Should we move the slab?
Okay. What could go wrong?
This sounds like a good job for minions.
So what happened was you went to the village of Hirot after getting whipped by some swamp jackals while you were
Whoa. Who walked away and who did not walk away?
Okay, good
And
point.
then define who got whipped. I don't know.
You got whipped by some swamp jackals.
Wow.
I did.
Some small wild dogs.
They were dead. We killed them. Had their hides.
You went to Hirot, where you ensconced yourselves in the sign of the Wolf Spear Inn, where the innkeeper, Brogan Bull Haverson, as a reward for sparing the life of his daughter, basically gave you carte blanche at his place for the rest of your natural lives.
Yeah, I remember that.
So like 2 days at most.
At the news of this, Damon's character immediately set about trying to save every single person in the village. It became his number one priority, which I thought was a good motivation. So you rested up there a bit. You all got healed up. And then you went to the Chapel of Justicia and had a rather unproductive run-in with the priest, Father Beacom.
He sucks.
Yeah, he was a jerk.
He sucked.
Boo.
Followed by an even more unproductive meeting with the Jarl of Hirot at the Great Hall.
The Jarl sucked.
Yeah, they were jerks. They were jerks too.
However, you did manage to somewhat persuade his thanes to give you some time to try and find a solution to their problem.
2 days.
2 days, was it? I wasn't sure if it was 2 or 3
weeks.
2 days.
And having that time, you also went to the Sign of the Three Rats, which was the local flophouse.
And they were real jerks there.
You met with a gang there led by Master Jenks, and they gave you a map, I believe, with directions to this serpent mound, this tomb of the Ulfheonar, where 3 of his gang had gone 6 months previously and had never returned. And funnily enough, 6 months ago is when this hound started showing up. And so you all set out across the wilderness to this tomb of the Ulfheonar, and it was, how shall I describe it? The forest broke at the edge of a steep slope, revealing a narrow vale below. Set in the center of the valley is a large earthen mound topped with tall grasses and shaped like a long serpent. As you descended the vale, you discovered slender silvery streams running along either side of the mound. And then Rob's character,
Elohim,
conjured up some kind of dog.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 of you had a rummage around, and you discovered that the eastern stream bed had undercut the bank, exposing a narrow cleft in the stones. And you also discovered there a shred of homespun cloth that was caught in the cleft. And you all opened up that cleft, widened it a bit, and you scrambled through into a chamber. And the chamber had partially collapsed. Tall stone slabs that once supported the ceiling are now canted inward by the weight of the earth above, and fallen debris is piled in the center of the room. The floor has fallen away in the far corner, which is where you entered, and it seems as if the entire chamber could collapse with the slightest disturbance. You decided to proceed further into the tomb along this passage, and that is where we left off, I believe.
Agreed.
And that's all the time we have tonight. Good session, everybody.
That was good.
We didn't die. Good job.
I left you several options between the last time we played and now. One was I sent you 4 hirelings that you
that's
could,
right, yeah.
that you could use if you so desired. And the other was I encouraged you to spend any money you had on getting yourself some extra gear.
Well, I think we definitely have Busco the Herder with us. That guy is a badass.
Nice.
Have you noticed that guy? Mm-hmm. Busco the Herder? He's fantastic. We're taking him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, not so bad is Klingfilm the Beekeeper, if you can put up with the fact that he appears to be a giant asshole.
Perfect.
I mean, that's par for the course in this town, so works for me.
Yeah.
I have no interest in Biscuit. The guy is going to be a danger to everybody around him. Biscuit the Woodcutter. No to that.
Agility
Dude.
3.
Yeah. And also, I don't think Eider Down the Gong Farmer is going to be of any use to us.
Perfect.
Mm.
Wait, doesn't one
the
of
guy
them
who's
have like? Isn't his stats like 12 and up? That's like ridiculous.
That's
Yeah, well,
Buskell. Yeah.
Buskell is
All
Buskell is
13s and
unbelievable.
14s. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's going to make us
He's
look
better.
bad.
I say he's better than us, so
Yeah.
we're taking him.
I thought it was a pretty good random list of.
Yeah. So I suggest that we
peasants.
hire Buskell and Buskell at whatever rate that he thinks is fair, and Klingfilm will take along as well. He's pretty good.
I believe the rate was a swamp jackal hide and I think it was 2 copper pieces.
Okay, sold.
Done and done.
Buskell
Okay.
and Klingfilm are with us.
So who's going to run them for the party?
David seems to have a good handle on them. I nominate Daniel.
I'll take Klingfilm just because I like the name.
I'll take the other one.
Does anybody have like a rope and grappling hook? I could buy that. If not,
I don't.
Hold on 1 sec. Each one of my guys has rope.
Oh.
I don't have. Oh, and a grappling hook. Yes.
oh, nice, good.
Are you shopping now?
No, Cobb. Of course, I prepared for the session. It's preposterous you'd suggest such a thing.
How dare you? The chutzpah.
The unmitigated hubris.
Now, the one problem that I have with Klingfilm is he's got 1 hit point.
Yeah, that's his big. That's his great failing, isn't it?
It is like he's so either we put him up in front to discover all the traps.
We go with the bong farmer.
Well, yeah, I don't want to take them along. They look like genuinely dangerous people, like to us.
Yeah.
Like a guy with a stamina of 6. I mean,
Yeah.
if we sneeze on him, he's gonna die.
I don't know that.
I mean, what's a gong anyway, and why would you farm it?
Because
Excellent questions.
He does have 3 hit points,
He does have 3 hit points.
yeah, that means a lot.
and he does have a double-digit armor class.
Yeah.
Well, we could buy these hirelings a couple of extra
Yeah,
things,
but so
can't
does
we?
Klingfilm. Klingfilm has a high armor class too.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can.
he's on
Yeah,
the
you're
That will
certainly
protect
you're certainly free to equip them if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might want to buy Klingfeld something slightly better. He doesn't have any armor. I'm willing to give him what's he's got. He's got a staff.
Padded would be +1. Or wait, no, get him a shield. Well, which one's cheaper? I forget.
Staff is D4. Oh, geez. So let's buy Klingfilm a short sword and some leather armor and a shield.
Damn,
What them apples?
kid.
This is somehow more boring than watching my son play Skyrim.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for you, isn't it?
Every time I would go in, he would be shopping. That's all he was ever doing in Skyrim.
Right.
Shopping, shopping, shopping.
Do we have like a marching order, or like who will lead the way?
Hey, Buzzkill,
yeah.
why don't you go first? I nominate Buzzkill.
And then Carl's gonna go behind him. And then we're gonna save Klingfilm here for a fight. So then it'll go Bunsen. Do we want the thief up closer to the front?
Oh, to look for traps and whatnot.
Yeah. No?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a thief, but I can certainly
I'm a thief.
know of that. Oh, you are? Okay.
Okay, so then we want thief in the middle? Okay, so
I'll go ahead and put Crash there.
okay.
Ellen can go in wherever.
Alright.
I can't wait to kill all you people here.
We're going to spend all this time putting in a marching order, and then we're all just going to fall into a pit, and that'll be that.
Yeah, maybe we don't need to be too meticulous about marching order. I was just throwing out a topic of conversation.
One of you, I've given up. I've given up my third list of marching order that I've had to scratch out. I've given up. You guys can sort out your own marching order.
Alright, fair enough.
So our one option here really is to go west from where we are, right?
Pretty much.
Down that corridor.
Yeah.
If I could just put this out there for discussion, let's head west.
Okay.
Down that corridor.
I agree.
At this point, you were moving into darkness too. You were getting some light from the collapsed cavern behind you, the collapsed chamber behind you from outside. But now, if you move west, you're going into darkness. So, do you
Light
have
torch.
a light source? Okay,
Light torch.
you are torched. That sounds good. Then we shall reveal. You move west.
Guys, I need a torch lit. I can't see.
Shorty!
God, people are so mean.
And you find yourselves in a north-south passageway, approximately 40 feet.
That scrap of cloth column seemed to suggest that those thieves had come into here. Can I and my little sniff hound be sniffing around for any other signs that they came through here / died here?
Sure, you can do that. The dark, narrow passage is supported by walls of stone slabs. The low ceiling is made of similar slabs, each inscribed with dense spirals. The air is still and cool, and puddles of water have pooled on the hard-packed earthen floor.
Oh, bees wouldn't do well in here.
You said that Elwin and his doggy were searching for having a sniff around.
Yep. Any signs?
Yeah,
those
close
come through.
inspection of the floor reveals faint tracks.
Aha.
Which way are they going?
They seem to be going everywhere. They seem to be going in all directions.
So maybe they walked one way and ran in a panic in the other direction.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, you'd have to give me you'd have to roll
I don't
me
care that
something for
much.
that. But yeah,
Sure. I'll roll. What do you think? Intelligence?
sure.
It's a D20 plus 1 for 3. Yeah, they're nothing.
Yeah, it's just a hodgepodge. They do appear to be human footprints.
Aha. All right. I point out the footprints.
Some with footwear on them, and then some barefoot.
Hey.
In this passageway, you can see just slightly northwest of you. Far to the north and to the south, it's too dark to tell, but it appears the passageway seems to go off into larger chambers, north and south. Then also just to the southwest of you, you can see some stone steps that seem to be lead downwards. You can also see more steps leading to the southeast of you.
Yeah. Crash says we should go up north.
Yeah, north.
To the north. Oh, we came all this way for this.
Tall slabs of stone support the high ceiling here. 3 long steps descend to the floor of this antechamber. 2 hammered bronze braziers rest before a towering stone door at the end of the chamber. The door is carved with hundreds of spiraling runes, spinning into infinity. Inscribed above the portal is the image of an enormous wolf being crushed to death by a giant snake.
We like that. Kill the wolf.
The floor is covered by what appears to be thousands of thin, translucent strips of vellum. To your horror, you realize the crackling dried strips are the discarded skins of an untold number of serpents.
Ooh.
Whoa.
All right. This is good. Like the snake people want to get the wolf. So that's good.
All right. Crash begins picking up the skins and throwing them into a brazier.
Are the braziers lit?
No.
No, not yet, but I'm finding things to
Okay.
burn, if you know what I'm saying.
Elohim will help. Sees what he's working on here.
Yeah, you're picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
That looks gross.
Ew.
Oh, man.
There don't seem to be any live snakes in amongst all the discarded skins.
Searching through the chamber floor reveals a handful of twigs and short branches
Oh,
along
perfect.
the seam where the south wall meets the floor.
Kindling.
All are ancient and crumble at a touch.
Okay, yep. So all these skins that I can pick up go into one brazier, and it sounds like Elohim is helping put other skins into the other brazier. Is that the deal?
Check. Yep.
Great.
Sure.
Have we cleaned the floor of skins now?
Oh god, no. There's just tons of these skins
Like
here.
carpeted.
Tons?
But you have
Oh.
you have amply filled the braziers.
Okay.
Let's be careful not to light the floor.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to be happy to burn these, but yeah, I don't want to light the floor. All right. Oh, well. That didn't work. That wasn't...
Why don't we step out of the room then and then light them?
Who knows where the fire might go?
Oh, yeah.
It's in braziers. It should be fine, shouldn't it?
That's the
You,
thing.
you just said that there's a whole bunch on the floor still, right? So if the fire gets out of control.
You'll find out.
All right.
You're right.
Let's
I
do
don't know
it.
why we should care so much. All right, I'll light my brazier. You light yours.
Yep.
Done.
Done and done.
I'm
And then
sure
we'll
it smells
back away.
great.
The braziers start to crackle and burn, and they both fill with large, smoky fires.
Nice.
And
We win.
the smoke begins to fill the chamber,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
but then you notice that it doesn't build up any further, and the smoke seems to be escaping through a seam above the entrance to the south.
Mm.
It's a seam of about 2 feet wide that is
Oh,
above the entrance to the chamber.
okay. It's ventilated. Look at that.
Hmm.
Handy. Well, I'm not so interested anymore. This was
Yeah, I
fun.
mean, the door
Let's
just
go
leads
south.
to outside. We already
Yeah.
know how to get outside.
Let's go to another room.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Okay.
go south.
Yeah, thanks for the bonfire there. That was fun.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Do we want to take any stairs, or should we just? I don't really feel like going down. We should just
Let's see what's
Continue
here.
on the passageway.
Yeah.
Passageway
No,
says
stars.
press.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go check out these stairwells and see if there's anything we could do up here before descending stairwells.
That's what I
All
was
right.
thinking.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going south. I agree.
Okay. Clear the level.
That's right.
Clear the level.
Oh man, I wonder what's down those stairs. Don't you guys want to find out what's down the stairs?
The corridor opens to a wider, low-ceiling chamber. The stone slab floor slopes down steeply from all four walls, falling
Damn it, my
away
chat's fast.
into a dark pit in the center of the chamber. The air is cool and the walls glimmer with condensation.
Oh, and things continue farther along too, right?
Ooh.
Past the pit.
Looks like. How steep is that down into the pit there? Like, is it a gradual or decline or?
It is very steep.
Very steep.
Ooh. Can we see the bottom?
Mhm. Not from here.
Hmm.
So what? It's like 10 feet across, 10 feet forward and 10 feet down almost. So ridiculous grade going in there.
Yes.
Okay.
Very steep, very slick.
So it's not level to go around the pit circle that I'm seeing on the map? It's already sloped?
You could attempt to, but the chamber is very, very slick with slime and condensation that drips down all of the walls. I mean, you could attempt to go across there.
No, I was just trying to gauge, like, just looking at the map, it looks like there's a level floor that goes around the edge of the pit. Is that a level floor that goes around the edge of the pit? Whether or
No.
not, or no, it's all sloped.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all I wanted to figure out. Yeah, I'm not
the
interested in
entire
walking
chamber
on that.
slopes down.
Okay, screw that noise. I guess it's stairways.
I would offer to try to, because I'm good at climbing steep things, but not with that level of slime on there. I thought my poor thief would be at the bottom of the pit.
Right.
I've got rope. We could anchor you and pull you back.
So I could try casting spider climb on myself.
Oh, that might work.
Ooh.
That's one of my spells.
Yeah, that might work.
Let's do it. Okay, so my spell roll d20 plus 2. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
18. I consult my grimoire. 18. The caster gains the actual climbing ability of a spider as long as his hands and feet are bare. Hang upside down, climb completely vertical surfaces, no handholds. Scurry upside down at obtuse angles, move at normal speed, need never make climb checks. Immune to spiderweb spells. Okay, so I take off my shoes.
Spider-Man didn't have to remove his shoes.
Carl's gonna wrap a rope around your waist
Yep.
and then hold on to the end. All right.
So
go
what
ahead.
do you want me to climb down, or do you want to climb across, have the rope, and then find a place to attach a rope, and then you can all come across with me?
Why don't we start with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I
It's
take
50
an
feet
end of
of
the rope, climb across, and I have elf vision, so I don't need a torch to see once I get over there. Is there anywhere on the opposite side of the pit column where I could tie a rope, allowing them to cross?
Yes. I mean, why
Okay.
not?
I could hand you a hammer and a stake or a spike.
Well, since he's already there, what if it's not worth us going over there? Why don't you just tell us what's over there first, Elwyn?
Well, I
Yep.
can't. I don't know. What is over here?
Oh, yeah, go find out.
Again, it's a dark, narrow passage supported by walls of stone slabs.
Oh.
With a low ceiling of similar slabs
Coming back.
inscribed with dense spirals and puddles of water pool on the hard-packed earthen floor,
Okay.
where you can still see more of these tracks in the floor, these human tracks, and they seem to originate inside the tomb. That's the thing that strikes you the most, is that they're not going in from here. They were coming out, and they just dead end down here at this inscribed stone doorway.
So something
So-
like, did it seem like they came out of the pit and then down this
That was
way?
my question.
The footprints are from north to south, not south to north.
Huh. And there's just
Okay.
this like door, and they dead end at the wall to the
There's a
south.
similar door. It's not as big as the one that you saw in the chamber to the north.
All right, I'll scuttle back across and report that back to the
Right.
team. Like if they're just
Useless.
going out the door, I don't know
Yeah.
that we need to follow. Yeah, try to get out.
Yeah, who needs it? We don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say we go try the stairs now.
Let's try the stairs. Yeah. Do we care which ones? I don't care which ones. Maybe this one?
First one.
Okay.
Yep.
Spider
You
climb is
wanna do
one
that one?
turn per caster level, so I think it's done now.
Okay.
I put my shoes back on. I repeat,
Okay.
back on.
you think you need them?
I don't want to walk around this place barefoot.
Okay.
Gross.
Yeah, especially with all those snake skins and
Slime. Yeah.
slime and snake skins.
You descend the stairs, and they lead you to another small corridor, which then veers off here at the south, and you find yourselves in a chamber underneath this sloped chamber.
Okay.
And it's circular like the one above it. And the floor of this circular chamber is concave, forming a shallow depression. The ceiling, walls, and floor of the chamber are all covered in slick black algae and slime. Above, a hole is bored into the arched ceiling. Directly beneath the hole, a score of hammered bronze long spears are set into the floor.
So yeah, don't fall down to the pit because you'll get speared.
Oh, the spears are like point up.
Yeah. They all point up.
Oh. There's no bones and stuff as though this is like a sacrificial pit.
A close inspection of the floor reveals a pool of dried blood
Ew.
and some bloody tracks leading off to the northwest, and a pair of bloody daggers with
Ooh, who needs daggers?
crusted dried blood on them. And you find an old peasant shoe and another piece of torn, rough spun cloth.
Okay. So Bunsen is taking the shoe, and I guess who wants some daggers?
I just bought a new shiny new dagger. I don't need these nasty blood covered ones.
Okay. Carl takes them. Unless anybody else wants one.
Nope.
One entrance, one exit.
Yeah, there's bloody footprints that seem to go off to the northwest, but they then go around the walls. There's bloody footprints all over this chamber.
Okay. Okay, and
Should
we
we try the
can't
other
make out
stairs?
of here. Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Stairs number 2.
All right.
As you leave this chamber and you start making your way up the stairs, you do notice that you didn't notice it on the way down, but you're certainly noticing it now, that there are the same faint, bloody footprints making their way back up the stairs into the main corridor, and then they seem to head towards these stairs to the west.
Yeah. We'll go to those stairs.
Yeah.
You head down into this chamber. The worn stone steps descend into a circular cave walled by tall stone slabs inscribed with dark runes. In the center of the chamber is a collection of stones topped by a slab resembling a table or altar. Atop the slab is the skull of an enormous bear.
That's it.
Came all this way to find a bear skull and some snake skins?
I would like to go to the bear skull and do a find trap. Here we go. No, that wasn't great.
11.
No traps?
Not that you can find.
It's a perfectly safe skull.
Seeing the altar, Bunsen is going to start casting Detect Magic. It takes 2 actions to cast, so we'll see if it even goes through. Oh, okay. That was a natural 20 for 22. So I can determine exactly which objects or creatures are magically enchanted within range. Range is 30 feet. So far, it says it might be or more. Can distinguish between magical creatures and non-mortal creatures. Can tell if different weapons or items of equipment on a creature are enchanted and whether a creature that registers as magical overall does so because of its cloak, because of something. So I guess I get to see magic. It's not like classes or anything like that. So it's just if there's magic there, I can see that there's magic there. And then I guess depending on how bright it is, it might be, I don't know, you can figure it out.
Bunsen detects something magical, a sense of something magical coming from within the altar table in the center of the chamber.
Ooh.
Okay, so not the bear skull, but in the altar.
Correct.
Not the stones underneath it?
No, it seems to be coming from inside them.
Hmm.
Okay, thank you.
And examining the top of the table, you notice that the altar table is essentially just a large stone slab that is resting on top of the other slabs.
Should we move the slab?
Okay. What could go wrong?
This sounds like a good job for minions.
Yep. I was just thinking
These
that.
are pretty heavy slabs. So this is a pretty sizable slab.
So like 2 minions of decent average strength could shift it? Or do we need more?
You didn't hire me to carry heavy things.
Not carry, move.
Yeah, I don't want to do. It looks gross. Make Buzzkill do it.
I don't know if I should tell you the difficulty needed or if I shouldn't.
It's up to you.
Oh, what the hell! I'll tell you. You're gonna need a strength check with a difficulty of 15 to move it.
That's not so
Can
bad.
multiple people team up on that though?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I
Sure.
bought a 10-foot pole, but not a crowbar.
As it
Yeah,
turns out,
That would be
I've got a
helpful.
10-foot pole too.
Damn
Why
it.
as
did
it
you
turns
put
out,
that one?
Crass is relatively strong, so he'll put his back into it. He insists that Klingfilm join him.
Carl's gonna help. Cling Film's gonna help.
Fingers does not do heavy lifting. He's too
Yeah.
thin.
The alpha's pretty weak too, so
So what we got?
It's-
3.
What
Let's
about
get-
Buzzkill?
Let's get strength rolls.
Okay.
Do they? I mean, is this one roll with a hefty modifier or what? Or just 4 individual rolls?
Excuse for just do whatever. It was 3 individual rolls and we'll just add them
Okay.
up.
Okay.
All right. Well, there are the 2 rolls for Crass and.
Oh, that's 19, so that's gonna do it.
Okay,
Oh, I see how
Carl
you're
was-
doing this. All right.
Yeah. Carl was 12. The other one didn't do anything.
All right. There we go.
You manage to slide the top slab, and inside you see a dozen human skulls
now we're talking.
placed atop the hide and skull of an enormous cave bear.
Oh.
Leather thongs have been sewn into the hide, permitting it to be worn as some form of hide cloak. And the fanged skull serves as a crude helmet.
Whoa.
So what were we trying to find here to kill the wolf? There was supposed to be armor, and I thought a badass spear, right?
So it must be one of those spears, and that you think that's the armor?
This seems like this is probably the armor, yeah.
It's either that or
Yeah.
this is the set of the movie The Village by M. Night Shyamalan.
Ooh.
Well, let's just take it.
Take the armor. Okay. That's
Can we
gotta be what-
see if flight paths have been implausibly shifted from overhead?
Who is taking that?
That's too big for Crass, so he's not going to take it.
And it's too heavy for fingers.
It's a cloak.
When donned by a warrior or dwarf, the hide permits the wearer to fly into a berserker rage once a
Nice.
day per level. In a rage, the wearer temporarily gains a +2 to attack and damage rolls, +2 hit points per level, and a +2 bonus to fortitude saves, but takes a -2 penalty to armor class. The rage lasts for a number of rounds equal to 1d5 plus the character's level, though the warrior may prematurely end the rage. At the end of the rage, the warrior loses all modifiers and becomes fatigued, temporarily reduced to half current hit points, cannot run or charge for a number of rounds equal to the length of the rage.
They're just introducing. It's a barbarian.
Not a bad thing. I guess Carl's gonna have that. We don't have a dwarf, do we?
No.
No.
Name for this item?
It is the hide of the cave bear.
Hmm.
That's awesome.
Dope. Okay, so
just
that's
have to-
cool. We got to figure out the spear deal, though.
All right, let's go check out those spears.
There's like a lot of them. Like,
Oh, hide of the
would you
cave
put
bear.
the magic spear there, or is like
What is
something
going
else
on?
hidden somewhere here, like in
Well,
the
let's
spider
start there.
room?
You're leaving this room and going back to the other chamber?
Like, there's nothing. There's only other skulls now in the bear hide altar,
It's just
right?
full of human skulls.
Human skulls. Hey, do any of them look like fresh or recent?
No.
Okay.
They're all
Because somewhere
very, very
are
old.
presumably the 3 thieves. Like, we haven't encountered their remains yet, and I
Mm.
assume
Yeah.
You do see some like faint bloody footprints
in this
in
room
this
too.
chamber also, yes.
Man, this guy bled all over the place, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, you know, if he was attacked by the weird dogs or something.
Yeah. I guess.
Seems like more than one set of footprints.
Yeah.
We know 3 people were dispatched to come here.
Yeah.
So where the hell are the rest of them?
Is there some place we haven't been yet?
There might be. I mean, are you thinking secret door?
Maybe.
I mean, I let me see what I got. I do not really have anything that helps me look for secret doors, but
What's to the north? So we've been down underneath. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go. I guess what? We go north? There were those doors in there. We can try opening those and not dying.
Wait, did we not want to see if there was anything special about the spears? Crass thinks there might be something special about one of those spears.
Yeah, let's check the spears. I mean, we're looking for
Okay,
spears.
sure.
There's a bunch of spear, or we're looking for a spear. There's a bunch of
Yeah.
spears. How long does your detect magic last?
At two rounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a detect magic.
Crass will try just seeing if he can remove any spears out of the floor. He's relatively, like, he's just like, hey, can I pick this one out of the floor? Can I pick this one out of the floor?
So we're gonna go back to Spearland.
But I want to, just want to walk up the stairs, across the hall, and down the stairs.
I think we should all stay together while you do that.
Yes.
You head up the stairs out of this chamber, and as you do so, you hear the plop, plop of wet feet
Alka-Seltzer?
hitting the floor behind you. Roll for initiative.
What? This is ridiculous.
And give me a
Whoa.
marching order.
I disbelieve.
I'm assuming you've kept your marching orders.
Sure. I think I was toward the back actually, and I have a 4 on my initiative.
Garrett, can you tell me who's to the back?
So it goes, let's see, Minion, Carl, Bunsen, Minion, Crass, Fingers, and then Eloine. Crass, Fingers, Eloine are the back three.
Yeah, and I got the lowest roll so far. Oh, nope, cling film.
Oh wow, I've got a 4 and I'm not the lowest roll. Okay.
That's pretty bad.
Thanks.
I have Bunsen, Carl, Eloine, Fingers, cling film. Crass is 7.
So then that's an 11 for Buzzkill.
Oh, pretty good. And let me see, what am I gonna get for what you got coming? 13. But the bad news is we have the element of surprise here.
There's no element of surprise. We heard him coming with the footprints.
Yeah, we heard splot, 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 and all turned around.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's the element of surprise.
fine.
Turning, you see 2 humanoid figures. They look almost human, but their skin is completely gray and their eyes are milky white and lifeless. And they shuffle towards you. And as their mouths open, you notice large serpent-like fangs in both of them. And they reach out towards Eluin with their claw-like hands. And that's an 11.
That will miss.
Yeah, okay.
I won. I'll take it.
And then the second one claws at Fingers
Oh boy.
No, not
for a 10.
fingers.
That's not going to hit.
Nope.
Their skin moves really strangely. It's almost like they're infested with termites or some such thing. You know, they look, well, they look dead, but they look like something like within them is animating them.
Ugh.
Well then.
And your marching order is kind of weird because it doesn't correspond to your turn order.
Initiative.
But Bunsen, you are good to go.
All right. So these cropped up behind us.
Yes.
Okay.
You're all in a stairwell. Are you either side by side or single file? Because it's pretty narrow there.
So what? That's like 7.5 feet. So I guess it would be single file.
Is it 7.5 feet? I'd say it's about 5 feet wide there.
We're all on
What,
each
are
other's
we-
shoulders.
Are we down there?
It's a little, maybe 6 feet.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we got to slip by each other. So yeah, I guess Bunsen, just seeing there being danger back by Eloing, is going to try and go attack one of these duders.
Sure.
And I'm going to try and hit him with paralysis when I do. So I'm going to roll for paralysis first. Okay, so that's a 16, so that works. So if I hit this thing, it's paralyzed for so many rounds. All right, here we go. So then we're going to roll. Damn it. Roll this 6 out. Yeah, that's going to mean 8. That's not going to hit.
The 8 makes contact.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's intriguing. That's a D8 plus 1 for a max of 9 damage to that. And then plus paralysis. If the target fails a will save of 16, then it's going to be paralyzed.
As you strike the ghoul, for we shall call them ghouls. As you
Okay.
strike the ghoul, the corpse body explodes.
Oh boy.
And a large snake-like thing with a human-like face
Ew.
erupts from its stomach. But so I got to make a will save. It's got to be what? 6. I got to be
16.
16. Oof, that's gonna
Yeah.
be tough. Oh, 19.
Oh.
Yowza.
Okay, so now you've got this shambling ghoul and then this rather vicious, active, large snake humanoid hybrid thing. I believe Carl is up.
Would Bunsen have been able to move around in the room to kind of like make way for other people to attack without leaving melee?
Pedantic, so yes.
Okay. Is Carl able to get in and try and get a hit on one of them?
I'm going to assume you all are. I'm not going to hinder you that much.
Hmm.
Actually, fuck it. I will hinder you. You could do that, but I'm going to make you step down onto like a D16.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
So I guess, does it look like it's really crowded and it's going to be hard for Carl to barge in? Because if so, he's just going to use a sling bullet to try and wing the one that, a Bunsen hit.
You've got enough room and leverage to do that. So if you're going to do a missile shot, you may as well just stick with your D20.
Okay.
I thought you were going in for melee.
Well, he was thinking about it. Actually, no. Hold on.
If it's melee,
my-
you're going to be D16. Otherwise, you're D20.
Oh, I have an intelligence of 8. So yeah, no, Carl's going in. Sorry.
Okay, so it's going to be a D16.
Forgot to play the character. So
I admire your dedication to the character.
14.
14 will hit. Actually, what are you attacking? Just to make sure.
So Bunsen hit one of them, and then the other one turned into the snake person?
The one that got hit turned into a snake.
Okay.
The legs of the corpse are still shambling around, but there's now this large human/serpent thing jutting from what's left of the stomach of that ghoul.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess Carl's going to try and go. He was going to go in to go for a precision shot, like a headshot, to try and either stun it or try and get its attention.
Is the snake one or just the regular
Snake
ghoul one?
Snake one.
The snake one.
Yep.
Okay.
He doesn't want Bunsen to die.
Okay. Yeah, and a 14 will hit. So
Okay. So then that's 2 + 1 + 3 is 6. And so I guess he was trying to do a heroic deed of just trying to get its attention. And so I rolled a 3 on the deed die. So if you want to give it some flavor to let it succeed, go ahead. If not, go ahead.
you achieve what you set out to do. And the ghoul serpent attempts to lash back at Carl, but Carl has the wherewithal to jump safely out of its way.
Woo! Okay.
But you have attracted its attention. Now Buzzkill is up.
Great. And 4 hit points. Fuck it. No, he's gonna go in and he's just gonna try and hit this thing, and then he's gonna try and walk away. He's gonna go for the other one. We're gonna try and soak damage in a different way. Right, here we go. Rolled it. 10. 10, does he have anything? 10. Oh, 11. 11!
11 hit. And as the long sword makes contact with the top of the head of the ghoul, it slices the ghoul in half like it's just a sack. And it just falls emptily into 2 halves, and another snake with a human face rises from the corpse.
Okay. It was a total of 7 damage, if that means anything. It's pretty good for level 0.
Yeah.
7 damage.
I told you, that guy's awesome.
Which was just a wrapper for the snake creature, really.
It's a wrapper, yeah.
It's the flavor flav for the snake.
Oh,
person.
I was going there. You beat me to it.
Crass is up.
Ooh. So what I see are 2 human-headed snakes.
Sort of human-headed, humanoid.
Is one of them injured?
They're not good looking. Yes, one is injured.
Okay, that's the one for me. So I'm gonna take this short sword and I'm gonna stab it into the not quite human face.
Okay. You're not going to suffer any penalty because you're third from the back, so you're fine. So you can roll your d20.
Yeah. Really what I want to do is like shove the blade like up through the chin so it goes up all the way through the skull. Yeah, that's what we want to see.
Hold on. Snakes don't have chins. This is blah, blah, blah,
So you just
blah,
got a human
blah, blah.
face.
Hold on, wait.
They-
Wait, ghouls.
They do it in
snake.
Conan the Barbarian.
Yes, sorry, it says here, known for their prominent chins. Okay,
There we go.
continue.
Jay Leno. It's Jay Leno.
13.
13. 13 hits.
Yeah.
Yes. So you jam that sword in.
Do kill damage.
4.
That's not enough. I
No,
suppose.
3. It's enough.
Oh, it is. Okay.
You may narrate to your heart's content.
Yeah. The sword goes up underneath the chin and out through the top of the skull, and then 2 hands, he takes this downward flinging motion and just flips the body down onto the ground and then pulls the sword out, turning to face the other human-headed snake thing. He looks pretty happy with himself.
Fingers is up.
Fingers is going to take the other snake. He can slip past everybody, right? Because he's a small thief guy.
Oh, plus you're basically
back.
right in front of
Yeah.
it.
Okay. And I would like to take my short sword and attempt to slit its throat. I'm gonna do a little different than jamming it up under his chin.
Are you trying to backstab?
No, I'm lousy at backstabbing.
Hmm.
I forgot to do my turn.
Oh, do you want to stop? And
No,
do your
no, because it could just end very badly.
All right. Well, that's a 20.
Oh, wow, that's a 20. That will hit. Not a natural 20, but yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. 6.
This thing's in a bad way. And Eloine is up.
All right. So I think probably this is quarters for the lance. So I'm just going to whomp it with a staff. The unkilled ones. Unkilled one.
Use a 10-foot pole to just poke it in the eye.
It'll be easier with the staff, I think. For an 18.
Yeah, easy. The staff connects.
Do the thing.
4 only. For 2.
Oh, it's in a really bad way, but it's still hanging in there. I guess it's going to take its turn. I guess I'm going to give it its turn.
Yay.
I missed the turn. It has it's
Because it had the surprise round.
Yeah. It was 13. It should have gone between Carl and Buzzkill. But however, my bad. The snake serpent thing lashes out for a final attack at who's it going for? Who's at the back? Is it still Eloine? Oh, for a 5. That's terrible. So it clearly doesn't have the energy to mount a decent threatening attack on anyone. And Bunsen is up again.
No, we've skipped Cling Film.
Cling Film?
He's at 3.
Oh, Cling Film is a 3. So yes. So Cling
Right.
Film can go. Sorry.
I guess this is. We'll try. He kind of half-heartedly comes up and swings his new short sword. 14.
Oh, 14 will hit.
All right.
Absolutely. I think these are only supposed to be able to roll like a d10, aren't they? These peasants?
Nonsense.
Because they're not trained in anything. Unless they come with like a long sword, then they're considered trained.
Oh,
Too bad.
Oh, no. Level
right.
0 could consider trained in whatever weapon they have. Otherwise, it's too brutal, I think is what the rules say.
So
Oh.
what weapon?
Oh, that
were
is
they
true.
doing?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Fine. So it's a staff then, and not a short sword. So he doesn't have the short sword then.
No, it
That's what I was
doesn't matter. Whatever. It still makes the connection.
Okay. Yeah, I'll roll the staff damage then. So that's what he's got as a
Okay.
staff. Here it is.
D4 plus 1.
4 points.
Oof, yeah. The staff connects with this snake, and Cling Film just puts all of his rage and peasant little strength into it, and it just bursts and shatters into a spray of black ash.
Yeah. I guess you're happy you brought me along now.
The legs supporting it just slump lifelessly to the floor. I could probably create a hour-long montage of me saying slumps lifelessly to the floor. Okay, then you all head back. There's nothing else here. There's no you could if you want to loot the bodies, there'll be nothing to find. So you head back to this other chamber
Mhm.
with the score of hammered bronze long spears that are set into the floor.
Yeah.
Are any of them removable easily?
You could probably snap one off. You'd need like a strength difficulty check of about 15.
I just want. Okay. Well, before trying, I want to try every spear to see if any of them come out of the floor.
They do not, and they're
No.
made entirely of hammered bronze.
Okay.
They're quite dull. They're quite blunt.
Oh.
This
Oh,
doesn't
it's
seem
blunt.
like our super wolf killing weapon to
No,
me.
it sure doesn't.
No.
I think we gotta We gotta go north. We gotta go back in that room.
Yeah, maybe
Snake
so.
room?
Yeah.
Snake.
Yeah. Okay, so like bear room is bear hide, snake room is good stabby killy thing.
I don't know. We gotta figure out what's going on with it. There was that
Yeah.
door in there we didn't open. Maybe we opened.
But it's to the outside by the map. But
Yeah, but
yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot.
You don't
Well, let's
know.
look around for secret niches and whatnot.
Like
So-
right there?
Yeah, right there.
yeah, sounds good.
In
No.
the-
Like, we should at least check out the mural or something like that to see if we can figure out
Yeah.
what's going doors, because that's the only other thing we haven't opened. We haven't doors in an
Do
order.
we have any dwarves or stonemasons in your party?
So
No.
yeah.
Well, that's no good.
Oh, is this one of these adventures that like relies on a certain kind of party? I hate that stuff.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Not necessarily. It just would divulge more information, depending on certain parties.
Okay.
Do you want to try your detect magic again? That helped us out last time in a room of mystery.
Yeah, you can tell that you're examining this large stone door. It looks like it's heavily weighted down from above by just rocks and stones and slabs that were piled on top of it and have just weighted it down into the earth.
Okay.
shit.
Can we move those stones?
They're in the ceiling above you. I mean, you could certainly attempt to, but they look like they're supporting the ceiling.
Oh, they're load bearing.
As I say, that's a load-bearing plot point there.
Well, let's start searching the rooms then.
Yeah.
Yeah, searching the room along the southern wall by the main entrance, you find small holes that were bored into the wall here
Ooh.
and that were then like hastily filled in with dried clay mortar.
Mm.
And above those holes, you can see this narrow 2-foot seam that the smoke billowed out when you lit the braziers.
Yeah. These are like hidden, just trap kind of thing. Darts or spears would fly out of there, I'm sure.
Seems like it.
Do you want to try and trip it?
I mean, I could do a fine trap, but that seems pretty plausible that that's what it is.
Go for it.
All right. D20 plus 4. So 19.
Yeah, you did, and you're doing it with these holes in the wall, these
Yes,
filled
the-
holes in the walls.
Yeah, the filled holes in the walls, yes.
Yeah. No, you don't find any trap here, and Fingers gets the impression that these holes were originally possibly anchors for a ladder of some sort, and were then filled in.
Oh.
Oh.
So it was a ladder leading up to this niche.
Well, I guess we're going to climb a wall, aren't we?
Yeah, is this like niche big enough for a person to go through? I was picturing something like a vent more than a
2 feet.
It'll be tight. I mean, if you had like backpacks and large sacks and stuff, or like heavy armor, you're gonna have to like remove them and push them ahead of you or drag them behind you. Push them ahead of you would make more sense. But you could definitely fit in there.
And how high is the ceiling?
Looks like about 2 feet from here. In this niche you're talking about?
No, I mean how
Matthew?
far is it from ground to get up through the niche?
Oh, the wall is rough stone. It's about maybe 10 feet, but you could pretty much easily climb it. There's a lot of
Like handholds and stuff.
hand and footholds on it.
We got hammer and spikes and stuff, so I don't even
Yeah.
need to spider climb. Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to climb first?
I will. I've got a real
All
good
right.
climb.
I'm not. Jesus, it says it's a DC 5. I'm not going to have people. I'm not going to sit here and listen to you all roll. So
We will help
We'll
each
create
other.
a human pyramid.
yeah. So
But
you're
inverted human pyramid.
You're all going up into this niche.
Yep.
Okay.
I just answered for everybody. That's okay, right?
Yeah, we'll go with that. You're our leader.
Yeah. So this narrow crawl space wends into darkness. The small passage is only 2 feet in height and width, with a rough stone floor and a ceiling built of branches and roots.
Mm. Oh.
And it goes east to west, and then it seems to turn to the north, about
Oh.
15 feet ahead of you.
Okay. We'll keep on crawling.
Yeah.
So you're crawling down to
Cautiously.
the intersection.
Yes, and then I'm
Yeah.
going to turn north, as you say.
Okay. As you make your way down, Eluine
Yeah, man.
hears a cracking of dried branches and roots
Oh dear.
behind him, and you can barely turn around to see what is making the noise. And you see a pair of gray feet covered in dirt and dried blood descend from the ceiling behind you, and another one of these gray, dead-eyed ghouls drops into the crawl space behind you. And as it hits the ground, its stomach immediately explodes and a large serpent bursts from within. Roll for initiative.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Oh boy, this is one of those times I wish I didn't roll high.
20.
Hey, what's happening over there?
Crawl faster.
We got trouble.
I mean, should all of us roll, or can we all get there? I'm not sure I understand.
I think you should all roll just in case.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So are the people in front getting to anything here, or is everybody still crawling along?
Well, it's behind you.
You would all be on
It
your
just
hands and
dropped
knees
behind
in here.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the ghoul thing dropped behind you,
Yeah.
just to get an idea of positioning.
So how long have we been down here, Colin, for purposes of if my dog is still around?
I would say you've been down here for about 6 hours.
Oh, okay. It's long gone then. The way I rolled it was just 1 hour. Okay. Has everybody rolled?
I've got Eloine with a 20, Klingfilm with a 19, Fingers with a 17, Carl with a 17, Buskill with a 12, Crass is a 19,
Yeah.
and okay, I think that's everybody then, right?
Mhm.
We do have the element of surprise here. Once again,
Could I roll over my back and shoot a short bow, or do I not have like the room to do that here?
I will allow that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
this thing does have the element of surprise. Okay.
Oh, okay.
How big is a short bow?
Size of a small violin.
Is it?
No.
I'm going to play
bigger.
violin.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it says here, anything longer than a short sword is going to be useless in this space.
Yeah.
But I think, a short bow, because I'm thinking
Short bow's
like
bigger.
yeah, thinking a
Yeah.
crossbow would work, but a short bow's not going to
that'd be
work.
tight.
Anyway,
Okay.
stop distracting me. I need to get on with attacking you.
The ghoul is missed.
Yeah. So the snake bares its fangs and tries to bite Eloine. Oh, that's a nat 20. So that's going to be a 24. So that is going to be a 2.
The cold touch of undeath spreads across the wound. The attack afflicts additional D4 damage,
86.
and I get the chills, chattering my teeth noisily until magically healed.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, the bite is going to be... The bite inflicts 5 damage.
Okay, so this could do it for me.
And then we're also going to get 1d4 additional damage
Okay, so I'm just down to 2.
for a total of 7. Wait, it
Yep.
gets worse.
What?
The bite also inflicts necrosis.
If left unhealed.
Is there anything I can do to like burn luck or something to help him, or no?
I don't know what's going on. Dude went first. We don't know what's going on yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a DC 5 fortitude save.
Okay, fortitude, I have +2, interestingly. Okay.
Okay.
D20 +2 for a 10.
You avoid the necrotic bite, but
Ha
you still
No.
take all of the damage.
Yep.
And you have the chills.
Can the ghoul get past the snake thing?
The ghoul is the snake thing.
Wait.
The ghoul is the host to the snake thing. But they're listed here as 2 separate entities, even though it comes in as one. So
Is there enough room for both of them in there?
yeah, I don't like that. I'm just gonna stick with the snake. So, because it's bad enough as it is. I'm just gonna stick with the snake. So I gotta go to turn order. Fortunately, Eloine is first.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's not a lot I can do here, really, because there's people in front of me I can't get past. So I think what I'm going to try to do is animal summon like a badger or something like that to just try to go nuts and attack these things and distract them while I crawl away, leaving a blood smear across.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. You do notice that this thing dropped from the ceiling above you, and just where it dropped, you see a chimney. There seems to be a chimney-like passage extending upwards, and that's almost directly above you.
Huh.
It's just maybe 3 feet behind you.
I'd have to go back through the thing. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go Operation Badger. What do you guys think? Badger or Wolverine?
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Is it a honey badger? Is it a honey badger?
I mean,
All
badgers are
right.
badass, no doubt about it. But
Yes.
the Wolverine
Right.
is a bigger and badder version of the badger.
Okay, fair enough.
Says the man in Michigan.
Don't forget you can burn luck.
I am burning some luck because that's a 10. Which is gonna fail. I can spend 2 luck to bump it up to the minimal success. 1 mundane animal, which I think counts of 1 hit die or less. Yeah. So okay, yeah, I'm burning 2 luck, and I'm just dropping this thing like right on top of the ghoul and snake thing, and
Put it on the bottom of your feet and just push it towards the thing.
yeah, exactly. So I'm doing that, and then I'm gonna try to. Is it possible for me to crawl past whoever's next, given that I'm on the verge of death here?
Dex roll.
Dex roll. That sounds good.
I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to judge by what you roll.
All right, so I don't have a plus. That's a measly 4.
Oh my
So-
god.
Okay. Well, hopefully they're distracted anyway, and hopefully somebody can do something for me here.
Here we go.
I will allow somebody to crawl over you, which is Crass or Cling Film are next. So they can go
Cling
either
Film.
way.
Is there any way Klingfilm can poke at this thing with his staff? The physical situation is a little difficult to imagine right now.
Yeah, it is a bit ridiculous. I am going to say yes.
Okay.
Isn't Crass a halfling? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I'm letting Klingfilm go first here.
Yeah. Well, Cling Film he's a very thin, emaciated peasant, so he's able to crawl over
Okay.
some bodies.
Yeah. Well, I got the last one of these really easily, so this should be no problem. 2. In fact, he rolled a natural 1.
Oh dear! It's a fumble. Okay, that is a level 0 character, right?
I got a 7.
Oh, on the fumble table. Sorry.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna get there before me.
working on
Okay,
it.
I got it. Roll it. What? Roll your fumble die.
Yeah, it's a 7.
Okay. 7. You drop your weapon. You must retrieve it or draw a new one on your next action.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not too
Yeah.
bad.
bad.
That could be way worse.
Could be way worse for a 7. Okay, and then Crass is up.
Sure, we'll try that. 16.
Oh yeah, 16's good.
Through the face.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the face again. Just 2 points.
Jeez, it's the first time we hit it.
Given the ridiculously small space you're all in, I'm just gonna let you have at it any way you want. You're just gonna go at a step down.
Okay.
I could make you go 2 steps down because that'd be real fun because I've
Oh,
never done it.
yeah.
What?
I'll take it.
2 steps down. So you're all going to be rolling. Instead of a D20, you're going to be rolling. Is it a D12 you're on? Or is it?
Shit. Okay.
No, D14.
Okay.
D14's all round. Except for whoever's at the back, they can do a D20, which I think is only Eloine.
Yay.
Oh, Eloine, Fingers is there too. We'll figure it as we go.
Right. So who's next?
Oh, Fingers. You're one from the back, so you can roll a D16.
Okay, 1D with my dagger.
Oof.
Not really.
No.
Okay, well,
No.
that's
It's not going to work. So Carl is up, and Carl is on a D14.
Jeez. So I guess essentially this is going to be Carl throwing a dagger because he's pretty much further on in the marching order. So we'll try that. So D14. What do we got?
16.
Okay, so that's where'd the D4 go? Gotta get my D4. 3, 4, 6.
10.
What?
6.
You're just shouting out numbers, man. Okay.
You add the D die, you add the agility, and then you add the roll. So it's 3 + 1 + 2 is 6.
Boom.
There we go. I guess, and then Carl's gonna try and like get to the side to try and let other people, throw and hurl stuff too. And try and
Okay.
see if he can like work forward.
Sounds good. How long does your mundane creature last?
As long as I want it to.
No,
hold
how
on.
long does it last?
Up to 1 hour. I assume it won't live that long, but just I'm picturing it just going ape shit on these things and distracting their attention while I try to
Yeah.
crawl and squeeze by. And yeah, like I'm more of it thinking of it creating a massive distraction and luring their attention than actually like killing stuff.
Okay. I just made a morale check. The snake creature backs away down the passageway and slips out via the niche that you guys all climbed up.
Oh.
So you're just alone in the crawl space. Combat over.
All right,
Unless you want to pursue it.
let's get to where this crawl space goes. Yeah,
Go,
maybe I could use some healing.
Quickly.
Go,
Quickly.
go, get out of here!